longer now. Kronos is ready with his Angela cosplay right next to him, and he'll do it once the game begins. And we'll be enjoying the matchup real quickly. No matter how much you say that, no, bro. We all know that you like to cosplay Angela.
Hey, I mean, what's wrong in cosplaying as an Angela, right? Angela is all right. Angela is a good hero right now, but at the same time, not for me. It's for somebody else. It's like Scared Yet was Valentina used the IMU, just try to steal away the Angela costume, and then got the dialogue going as well. But of course, we're trying to get straight into the game. The draft was already set, and let's not forget, folks, this is the third game in this best of three between Midnight Havoc and BOMBACLATT. And at this point, let's not forget to thank everyone who's behind this, especially our organizers, Vedanta CA and WASD, which is also managed by Nepa Laksha, e-commerce partner eFusion, supported by Nessa, Mice, and Malvine Tech, and merchandise partners, the Bali Restaurant Bar, Vault Restaurant Bar, and Mantra Lounge and Bar, and also Brothers Burger Bar. Because guess what, folks? We want to get straight into the game. I'm excited. I know you're excited. Scared Yet? Are you? That's the biggest question. Are you excited? Scared Yet? I know you're lying. You're a big liar. Habitual liar, bro.
Yeah, I always like whenever say Kronos is a good player out there.
Hey, yo.
Here we go. It's fine. It's all the friendly banter, ladies and gentlemen. Because again, we've been on the desk for a long time now. We're very good friends out there, and we love pulling each other's legs, but only to a certain extent. Because whenever we play the game, even though this man plays on somewhere around 150 ping, my god, the roam that he plays is actually so good that I win even with my Hanabi. That too when the enemy has something like the Hayabusa and stuff like that. But talking about that now, again, since the Hayabusa was banned out, Kronos, and we were talking about that in the break itself, I asked you, who do you think has the better draft? Now, I kind of want you to tell the audience as well, what do you think out here?
I mean, if you look at the draft, right? Of course, you picked up the Julian, but you give away the Chip and the Ling. It's too expensive of a price you're trying to pay. And also at the same time, they have picked up the Hylos on the blue side, but on the red side, they pick up the Nathan. And the Nathan is quite strong indeed in towards the late game, but at the same time, the mid-game power spike is what you're supposed to be looking at. The Hylos will be trying to dive in on towards the Nathan along with the Julian. So as long as the Nathan can play and kite around safely, it'll be a big problem not be a much of a problem. And let's not forget the artillery mage coming in from the side of BOMBACLATT. Oh my god, it is an absolute monster, especially the Xavier, right? The big artillery mace that we're gonna see is gonna be the problem, and rightly so. Like I mentioned, they actually put the Hylos in the roam so that it doesn't have to deal with the Exborg in the EXP lane, Scaria.
I like the idea, and honestly, that's a good thing as well, because there's a shortcut on the other side, and you've got the I am offended. But for now, we will probably see an engage over towards the Litho.
Oh, puppet on a string, and look at that Ring of Punishment. But Quagmire here taken so low. The Messiah almost about to survive, even forces the flicker out as well. But here, Quagmire, here, Bomb on Fire along with Quagmire gets taken down. And that is a good trade coming in from both sides. And Quagmire actually trading his life for the life of the jungler on the other side. So they've been doing a really great job. And I think it'll all come down to how Mama Luna pulls off those puppet on a string, especially the hard guard as well.
It's going to be super crucial, as you've already mentioned, but at the same time, you also want to see your Waimo as well. Look at the amount of damage he just dealt with that enhanced scythe, if I'm not wrong. It basically took Nathan down a couple of bars of his HP. So that's a big problem. Plus also Bocha on the other side with the Ruby in his own hands. He won't be able to win the lane against Akun, but at the same time, he won't lose it either. Fire Stake being called in.
Mama Luna so aggressive with that Angela, and that's how you're supposed to play an Angela in the mid lane, because folks, we've seen a lot of mid lane Angelas pop up, but there is a special way to play it, and Mama Luna playing it to the absolute best, and doesn't have the hard guard yet, but Bocha does have the I'm offended, just trying to be an annoying EXP laner towards your Bum on Fire, who has not picked up the purple buff yet. It's about to spawn, and they're trying to turn their attention on towards the turtle to pick that up, and here Quagmire gets caught at the crash course, able to get out of there, and Akun just zoning them away. And that's what I was talking about, Scared It, earlier. This export is going to be in the face of this Hylos and non-stop.
That's the whole point of it. And plus, also when you're playing Julian, you also have to get up close and personal to the enemy.
Ooh, speaking of up close and personal, Last Insanity is there, and look at that. They go with the Tempest of Blades, dropping it down, but Quagmire able to survive. Ring of Punishment gets taken down thanks to the fire missiles coming in from Akun, but Akun gets taken down as well. Yowaimo falls down in the process, and right now your bum on fire just going for more, but Daddy Uguay able to make that rotation with the Spear of Destruction right on time, and the Messiah will have to back off. Just a bunch of spells being used, but both sides taking the trades in their favor. But if you ask me who came out on top, definitely because Daddy Uguay is taking down that gold shield in that mid lane.
Yeah, just because of that gold shield being taken down. But in terms of the junglers, I feel like your bum on fire should have a bit of a leeway over your Vimo. But at the same time, look at their positionings. They've also taken the Little Wanderer, so that's extra information for them.
Extra information indeed, and look at that. They break the Firaga armor already. He goes for the Dawning Light. The I'm Offended connecting. Glorious Pathway to slow them down. Messiah gets caught. Don't run Wolf's King. Tempest the Blades forced out. Heartguard is there, but the damage is too much for them to deal with. And Yowaimo being the perfect counter to the Ling in this case, just making sure and getting that snowball going. So the blue side, Midnight, definitely have the upper hand, especially with that goal lead right now, 2,000.
You love the fact how whenever the Julian snowball comes into the play as well, because again, Ling, he does not have a lot of damage in the early game. Ling usually is played in the pick-off style where you get the enemy low enough, and that's exactly what this Dawning Light was used for.
Oh, get the shortcut. Yowaimo able to get out of there with the enhanced chain. And look at that. They're going in. Don't run Wolfskin. That Quagmire just zoning them away, creating that separation in front of the back. And they're trying to do a lot of entropy being used as well. Last Insanity is popped. The Messiah was about to fall. No, he doesn't. Quagmire is the first one to go down. They get Yowaimo Bocha as well. That's the triple kill. Onward Bomb on fire. It's on fire indeed, and that's what the Ling brings to the table, right? Even though you're behind, you have the option to turn it around. Tempest of Blades being used as well, quite aggressive. Your Mama Luna will be going down soon enough. Yes, it does. All thanks to that Sky Piercer, just able to survive with the slightest bit of HP as well. And now looking to steal the jungle creeps as well. Now, I'm not sure it's the smartest decision, especially when you're going against a Hylos Quagmire. Ring of Punishment trying to walk in towards your bum on fire, but able to get out of there with the pinch poise.
Lucky for him, he was able to survive in that situation. But at the same time, now if you look at it, Quagmire has picked up that Thunder Belt, so it's going to be a bit more tanky, and at the same time, he'll be dealing quite a bit of a damage if you actually get caught in. And if I am Takeshi Jaeger, I really want to just bite my finger out there to turn into the Attack Titan to try and survive through all of that damage and then just leave that body and run out to safety. But since you're already talking about the anime battle, right? If in case if it's early game, yeah, your Waimo with the Mahoraga should be able to deal a bit of a damage. But again, at the end of the day, it's going to be the Infinity by Gojo to help him survive. Oh my god.
Oh, the enhanced sight just getting him. And look at that. They get the shortcut along with the Glorious Pathway being used. Hard guard on towards Yowaimo as well, who picked up the kill earlier. They get another one, this time on towards Quagmire. The Messiah is fallen down. And now it looks like Midnight here, trying to write their own story, making the march down the mid lane and towards get that tier 1 turn. Akun here gets caught by the Don't Run Wolf King. Absolutely beautiful coming in. Akun gets taken down. And Bocha, beautiful going in with that play, flickering forward. And now they're trying to get this purple buff, but the Spear of Destruction from one side of the map to the other gets the kill on towards Takeshi Jaeger, and they lose Yerbum on fire once again, all for the price of just Yowaimo. What a beautiful play coming in from the side of Team Midnight, looking to march down and pick up the advantage, and right now sitting pretty at a 3,000 goal lead.
And it's always going to snowball as well because you've got Moscow on one side and Takeshi Jaeger on the Nathan on the other side, right? And both the tier 1s on the side lanes have been taken down. Mid should technically be the focus, but the entropy being used up. He's got no damage.
Oh, Quagmire, he is so tanky. They have no damage indeed. That is half man, half horse, centaur just walking around the land of dawn. Doesn't really care about nothing at this point. You could be from any anime you want, my friend, but you cannot take him down because he has the Thunderbolt, picked up the Elegant Gem as well. And now with the passive, the gift that he gets from the Elegant Gem, he's going to be doing so much healing.
Wait a second.
And look at Bocha and the double buff.
Exactly. He stole the buff with the Don't Run Wolf's King. Oh my god, that is nasty. That is nasty.
You know what else is nasty? This glorious pathway is going to be coming out soon. No, he doesn't. No, she doesn't use it. But the last insanity just to get out of harm's way as well. So Aku not really comfortable in this export. Always getting the frog armor taken down. But the one taken down is Daddy Uguay indeed. In towards the bot side. And Mama Luna along with the hard guard. But Daddy Uguay didn't have the damage. Wasn't able to sustain. And she got taken down quite easily in the bot lane. So that's something that they're getting in return to able to maintain their goal lead. But right now, the Messiah here gets caught. Shortcut being used as well. Glorious pathway along with the vengeance from Quagmire just to get out of harm's way. And Bocha here, along with the red buff, wanting to make a play. Does not have the resources to do so, but they do. The Spear of Destruction connect along with the I'm Offended. No teleport coming out yet. And oh my god, what a way to make a statement. They are not afraid to get in scared yet.
Yeah, it seems that this time Gojo is not being able to do anything. He's got to wait for the late game for his Hollow Purple to do something up out there because, again, they're actually rushing in yet more.
Oh, they want to get into the faces of the opposition. Crash Course being used, but the Enhanced Sight takes down the Messiah. Not the saving grace this time. They're looking to split push around the map, so your Bum on Fire picked up the Hostage Claws, but that won't be enough to sustain.
I don't really feel like, because again, if you're thinking about dealing a bit of a damage, there's always the hard card on the other side, and Quagmire has always been on your face. I don't think so. The Zosk was really the problem even in game one. It was probably the Hylos out there, and it seems like they don't care if there's a Ling on the other side, because look at that. They've already taken the blue buff, and they've left that small camp out there so that the buff does not respawn. That's just adding insult to injury.
I mean, it is the perfect play coming in from their side, right? But all that BOMBACLATT have to do is wait it out. Just play for the late game. You have the Nathan late game. You have the Xavier late game. So just wait it out. That's all they're trying to do. They understand they don't have the kill score. They understand they don't have the goal lead. But as long as they can wait it out, everything is possible. And that's what your Bum on Fire is doing. Trying to get the split push around the map, getting the attention on towards her. And just trying to even things up by just making sure you get any of those neutral objectives and tower structures.
That's going to be the whole focus at the same time. And again, Quagmire, man, as much tanky as you can get, but look at towards the bottom side.
Oh, they catch your Bum on Fire. He gets taken down with the hard guard along with the Spear of Destruction. Inspire being used as well from Daddy Uguay. Spear of Mystery should connect. And yes, it does. That's a double kill. They go with the conceal play. And right now, Crash Course being used along with the Mystic Field. Shortcut comes out, but they get a triple. Looking for the Maniac. Daddy Uguay picks it up. The hard guard is there. They're going for more last insanity. Not really enough. And Akun here just surviving by the skin of her teeth. And able to make the big play while they get the Lord. And looks like Midnight are looking to end this game in one fell sweep.
Seems to be that case. And it's again things falling out of places every single time. And there we go, another engage.
Yeah, Yovaimo here trying to go and escape, but the Enhanced Sight and the Enhanced Chain able to pick up the kill on towards your Bum on Fire. She got the tilt going on her. Just saw Yovaimo one-on-one. Try to get the engage, try to get the damage going, and took her down as the Lord is marching pretty down the bot lane. They're trying to defend as much as possible. Not a disciplined push, but enough to make sure the holy defenses that are taken down from the side of BOMBACLATT. The Lord still full HP scared yet, and I think they're trying to crack the base open.
Seems to be the case. I don't think so there's going to be any other way for them to stop it. Takeshi Jaeger gets obliterated.
Absolutely demolished by the Enhanced Sight, and that's a perfect display from Yovaimo on this Julian. They get the mid lane inhibitor as well. What is the shortcut gonna do when there's not one to be taken? Tempest of Blade goes up and they try to drop it down, but not enough. It's the hard guard along with Yovaimo just dealing all the damage in the world. Unstoppable indeed is Daddy Uguay, who's cracking open the base, taking down the base. Crystal and Team Midnight pick up this series in game number 3 in a dominating fashion.
Midnight just saying Midnight Phantasmagoria and moves forward like champs out here. Such a phenomenal play out in the open. With the Julian into your jungle and the Angela helping you out in the mid lane. You've got a good amount of damage from Quagmire with the Clock of Destiny. And look at the fact how he went away for the blade armor right away. Does it even work against Takeshi Jaeger on the Nathan with the magic damage? That's my big question, though.
I mean, it's not so much for to go against the Takeshi, but you got to notice that it does give you protection or armor from crit hits. So just to negate your Bum on Fire's damage, because every single time Quagmire was in the face of your Bum on Fire, just trying to invade into the jungle, and your Bum on Fire were just trying to do a lot of damage with this Link, but not able to do so thanks to that blade armor. Look at the damage stats. 25,000 from Quagmire, 24,000 from the Ling. I think that says it all.
He was always on his face. That's
And
what
look
you
at Takeshi
mentioned it
Jaeger.
perfectly. Yeah, he never had a
26,000.
chance. He never had a chance at this point. The only one who was actually doing a lot of damage was, again, I'm okay, I'm cooked. Because he was doing an okay damage, but he was getting cooked as well at the same time because of, again, the Mahoraga. Seems like Gojo was not able to adjust in the time. Mahoraga actually took him down out there, and that's, again, Yowaimo, ladies and gentlemen. Some Jujutsu Kaisen references going out there, but again,
Boring
if you look
anime.
at the... Shut up, Boomer, you're jealous.
But anyways, even like you're saying, Scared, if you take a look at the turret damage coming in from Daddy Ugo, and absolutely destroying those structures, 80%. Takeshi Jaeger, yes, he has 76%, but oh my God, it's 2,000 to 43,000. And I think that just goes to show what you were saying off camera, Scared, yet is the fact that the Messiah. Yes, you pick up the chip, but the chip's been banned out so many games, like so many ranked games, so many of your scrims. You just don't have the opportunity to play the chip, and now you kind of forget the style of play that comes in. So that makes a big difference, especially when you're trying to play in a tournament. And if you're not very well versed, because it's not a single hero that plays the game, it's the entire team. It's a 5v5, folks. Let's not forget that. And that kind of made the difference at the end of the day.
I would 100% agree with you. And also, I'm going to bow down to the fact, right? I know I've been avoiding it for a long time now, but I agree the Moscow is actually very good into that goal. And yes, I
There
agree.
you go.
No need to give me that look. I know.
There
I'm
you
going to hear it
go.
all
told
night,
you
all
so.
week. But I agree that Moscow was doing so much after getting just a bit of the farm that when he starts to snowball, it becomes almost next to impossible to stop him unless the Moscow over positions or maybe goes from the over engage. But the combination with the Angela, with the hard guard as you've got the fleeting time, it just blew my mind.
Yeah, especially with the fact that she picked up a maniac, right? Let's not forget, she picked up a maniac in the process. And I thought it was going to be a savage. And just when the last insanity was popped, the immortality passive just came back. So that's why they chose not to dive in. So that kind of made the difference indeed. And just a dominating display from the side of Midnight. And they move on into this tournament. And let's not forget, folks, this is the MLBB Fluid Armageddon Season 5 Championship coming in. And it's also